I'm back with a new logo. If you follow my Facebook page at Jack Attack, I changed up my logo and my banner with all these cool new colors. And yeah, so I'm back with another how-to video. I'm going to be making a couple of these one for non-tablet users and one for tablet users. But today I am going to show you how I make a bubble. So, let's get started. I already have some stuff over here and everything else, a few examples that you can do. I'm going to put the cat. I'm going to put a background. Usually bubbles work with a darker background, make them pop more and everything else. But it's honestly up to you. I'll show you later on that, the background can like change the effect of your bubbles and everything. But let's get started. Alright, so with that, perfect circle, how do you do this type of deal? I like to start off with white, just because. Then you can do a circle in one or two ways. You can do bubbles that are on like eye shape like that. Kind of up to you. I gotta make sure I mesh up my lines. I don't mesh up. Okay. Well, either way, you can do bubbles like that and make them all oddball and everything else. Or you can do another way, another trick too, if you want to do like a perfect circle. Excuse me while I try to get a circle that connects. Okay. Struggle as an artist, try to get, whatever. Everything perfect. Okay. So obviously that bubble, that circle is not perfect, and you can like leave that because technically bubbles are not always perfect circles anyways. But if you do Control T, which will do like a select thing where you can move it. If you hold Control and do the corners, you can literally try to make it into a pretty good circle without actually having to draw the circle. And ta-da, I mean, that's pretty much what you have to do for that. Or, I'm actually going to draw like a one right up here. Here we go. Now, if we have a trick of how we make lines connect without actually drawing them, that would be great. Side, get on that, and I know side 2 does have shapes and everything else. This is obviously with side 1, so yeah. So you can do it that way, everything else. There is another way for if you really don't want to do this, everything. Tablet users, I think, are a little bit easier just because they do have that circle. It will be, just a few undos and everything. But if you prefer to do it this way or any other circle, you can do it this way too. You make a line work layer or a vector layer is also what it's called. You go to curves. You go down to here, like the area. You click once and using losing my train of thought. This is not good for a how-to video. Yeah. I just woke up too, so that might be why. Anyways, so what you do is you click it once with your mouse keypad. Make sure you don't move it. You hit delete. Click it again. Delete. And you just repeat that. So click, delete, click, delete. And when I say delete, I mean the delete on your keyboard. If you double click in the same area, that's not a big deal. So you want to make sure you have a full circle like I do. To get rid of this extra line now that I have over here, you just hit enter. And this will go for any line or layer and everything else. Next, let's say if that's like too small and you don't like it, you could hit Control T again. You could hold Shift, which will keep the ratio the same no matter what. So that's kind of nice too. So you have Shift to keep everything even, or you have Control, which will keep, that would get like before, that would kind of like move or make it all wobbly, kind of turn if you want it to turn type of deal. So you do it that way. And like I said, that works for like any perfect circle that you want to have perfect circle for like background or whatever, without having to go Google, find the perfect circle, and then trace over it or whatever you want to do. So you can also do this way if you want to make like a eyeball circle too. But again, for like a tablet user, you really don't have to do that. Like I at that point I would just say draw it, but to its own. I mean, if you want to do that, that's totally fine. Obviously, if you do end up doing it this way and you do readjust it, your lines are gonna get thicker or smaller. So if you want bigger lines and you did the line work layer, you do go to weight and you literally can change the line right then and there. And this is for any vector layer that you ever use. You can change the line work, you can make it super small, you can make it like, a little bit bold, everything else. It's really depends on you. Um, yeah. So now that we have our bubbles and everything else, I'm gonna do a few things, a few different bubbles. As you can see, I have some examples of different colors. Um, I did take these off Google. I don't say need them my own. I didn't make them. I just wanted to have a couple examples for, their different styles and everything else. But alright, we'll start with bubble one. I will probably do, there's a few different colors that you can use. I usually do like a blue for a bubble, but that's just me. Because, obviously you'll have clear for color, so but that's usually the best way to do that. So you fill in, and there are like a few ways you can do this. Again, I'll kind of show you everything else. You can keep it solid. I'm actually going to take my line art for this one and put it down here, so I can do it that way. You can keep it solid, and you can just bring my train of thought. Maybe it's not good for me to have a video today. You can kind of turn down the opacity way low and just keep the whole thing solid. And then you make a new layer. I like to work in layers. Some people don't. Everything else is totally up to you. Whatever color you're using, I would personally, I turn down that whole thing. Oops. We're gonna do it this way. I use folders as well, so I turn down the whole folder rather than turning down the layer. So, alright. So usually you use the same color you have been working, or you can use white too. You just kind of make, a bubble effect. Obviously, if you turn down the outside layer, you might want to turn down this one as well, and kind of turn down the whole thing. That would kind of be like one bubble. That's more of like a solid bubble and everything else that you can do. And like you see in this one over here, and everything, these are, move way down here. See this one over here, you can do like different shapes, different designs, I guess. Which how you could do this is, again, this is not mine. I'm just looking at it and interpreting how I would do it. How I would do this They just did a little bit more than I did, which would be, I can show you in another bubble, everything. What they did kind of here is, I would kind of do different colors like that too. So how I'm taking it is that they kind of took, not even did anything, just pretty much have their bubble, then take a couple of colors, I'll do red, blue, or maybe I'll do purple and blue. There we go. I'm assuming that's like the light and everything. So like if you have a light source that is this color and everything, blur it kind of everything. I'm gonna take actually my thing and I'm gonna put it underneath it this time just because that's kind of how it looks like with this one. And above that, probably lower the opacity a little bit. Above that, do probably take white, take their I would say marker tool, but it might be the pen tool. My brushes, I guess, are messed up and everything else, so I'm not exactly sure which are which, but for me, it's pen tool. It's my pen tool, and then just kind of make random circles and everything. And I mean, like, this is, you know, what you could do for your own thing. You could look up something and be like, oh, I want to do that. Most of the time, you just have to take the time to look at it and be like, I think I know how to do it. Like, they did that. I do that with a lot of art stuff. So I made a new layer, and now what I'm going to do is actually, I think that I had some opacity or luminosity and everything to make that kind of brightness in each of the corners. So I'm going to go back to my pen tool. Do it that way. Sure, they actually turned around and did it with white as well. Yeah, there we go. I am blurring the size too, or smudging it down a bit. So once you have that kind of stuff, as you can kind of see, it kind of looks like that. Not in depth, but I did turn this down a little bit, so maybe I'll turn that back up. Oh. Now you do the shine like I did my other one. They did use white, so I'll just use white as well. Looks like they have some, there's no set way where you put these. She had, or whoever made this one had like solid bubbles too. So you could do it that way. And you can add some curves to it. So, I mean, like that's another way you can do it too. You can't really see my blue because I did a different almost the same color background. So if I move it to, let's do a darker green. Now you can kind of see it a little bit more. That's bright green. That's a bright green. So now you can kind of see it with the blue and everything. So, anyways, moving on. So there's a couple ways. Obviously, some ways look more nicer than everything else, and others more effort. A simple bubble that I personally do is this one. Is again, I'll go with blue again. And this is probably what most people use as well. do this color. So you got your bubble right before, but this time you hollow out the middle. So I have a hard eraser right now, so it takes away that goes to like the edge and everything, makes it more crisp. You want to go down to like probably more of a brush feel and do it. I probably want to lower the density just because otherwise you're gonna have that issue of like. So then you kind of can ease it into there and make the solid more. And you don't have to do this like make a perfect circle in the middle or whatever. You can make it more like leaning one side. You can make it more like to the edge of like, like that. You can, it's kind of whatever how you feel. Something you can play with. You can turn that down a bit. Obviously turn down the harsher edge. Make it that color. So that's one way you can do it. And then you pretty much add your shine, which I'm going to do white. It kind of depends on how you want to do your shine and everything, so. Yeah. So that's another way. A lot more easier and everything. So that's like a simple bubble. And you can do that with any color like this one. You can do it like, like purple, blue, whatever. Now I'm going to try to test out this one down here. So with our last bubble. So what I'm getting at what they did here, which I'm just going to do white. Just going to do white, and then it looks like they just did different colors. I don't exactly have all my colors right here, so take like your brush tool, and then you can do you go over that one layer. Actually scratch that. We're going to take a back step. There's a few ways you can do this. You can even can do what I did up here. Take out the middle. Take out the middle. Make another, clip it and everything. And then do it this way. And make your colors that way. And of course you can kind of still leave your white and everything else too. They have kind of like all these other colors and there's some green in here. I just cover up that purple. So you kind of do it that way and then lower the opacity. I would lower the opacity to the white, not the actual colors. Otherwise you're going to have that white background. You can do it that way. And then I think they actually did it to the outer edge too. So if you want to just color it that way and then lower the opacity like that. Or you could just lower the opacity and also, again, a couple ways of doing this. You can lower the opacity, take the eraser tool, put it on that like softer edge and everything. And do it that way. But pretty much, kind of up to however the person wants to do it. So, but I'll just do it the way I would do it. And then on top of that all, it looks like they'll just do the shine, which is more of they got a few different colors one here. They have a good white. Um, they have a more of a blurry edge for some of them. So I'm wondering if they actually did use a softer edge brush and did it that way. Of course, you can turn around and you can smear it too, which would kind of give you that same effect. Or you can use your. It looks like they have more of a this tool, or maybe it's a brush. Yeah, it might be a brush. So then you have that more of a softer edge rather than that crisp edge, which you can do either or. You can add dots, like I said, it's kind of up to you. So there's a few ways to how you can do bubbles. Like I said, some are more appealing than most. I usually always do this one. This is kind of like an easier one depending on what you're trying to do. This is like super fancy. This is like if you want to do something fun. But yeah, I usually go with this one just because it's super easiest and, one color. This is almost the same, but, just this is more rainbow. Just showing that you can do different colors. So that will be the bubble tutorial. If you have any questions or concerns, just let me know. Or if you have something that you want to learn that I do or maybe not do, or something like glow or whatever, also let me know and I will be more than happy to help you. That would be easy and peasy. You can leave a comment or you can go to my art page on Facebook. Again, have a great day and I hope to see you guys all soon. Bye.